Hi everyone, it's Leanne from Rivo Creations, and thanks for joining me today. Um, I've been making some handmade things just for my junk journal, and I started out with these little things. I had some beautiful little cuts, some flowers, and that I just cut out. Yep, cut them out. Put them on some backing paper, tea-dyed paper. This one's tea-dyed. This is a palm card background. That's another tea-dyed palm card. And I've put on the bottom a little name plate. You find out what the species is. You probably could, the scientific name, you probably could write it in there. But I've just put it there for show to make it look nice. These are just handmade. This one's made out of book pages. That one there. And there's another one. So I just made them for my junk journal because they're pretty botanicals, and they're small. And then I thought I'd like to use this as a template and make a lot of these, but paper ones, not this wood die cuts. There's two different sizes, and I use them as templates. And I made these ones out of book pages. They're pretty strong because I put cardstock on the back, and they really, really look nice. If you took a small picture of, say, a butterfly, that would really, really look nice in the frame in your journals. I thought that is so cute. They're not difficult to make. They're fiddly if you've, you need little hands, I suppose, or patience if you want to make them. They're very simple. I'll just quickly show you them. I got some cardstock, some thicker cardstock. Let's make it another big one. Let me see if it fits on this piece of paper. Yeah, it does. No, I'll use the small one. All I did was trace around that. Be accurate. Oop, stop dropping things, Leanne. Also draw inside. Not sure why I couldn't take that off. It's got a bit of glue on it or something. Alright, let's cut that out. Okay, we've done that. Alright, what I'm going to do is glue this to the back of the paper I'm going to use. Where are we? Here we are. Sorry, I keep getting out of focus. So I'm going to glue the side that I drew the drawing, and I'm just going to put it in the middle there. So let's do that. Okay. Let's just stick it in our piece of paper evenly. Like that. Let me get my roller. It is a beautiful day here in Sydney. I think it's a glorious day to be outdoors. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is crisscross in that center one there. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to need to do it on my mat, not my other mat. So I'll just move that a bit. Can you still see? I won't be long if you can't. Right, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the cardstock. And I'm going to do the other way as well. Okay, let's see if that worked. Yes, it did. And then I'm going to cut those flaps off. So I'm going to leave a little bit to fold over. So I'm going to take the very, very triangle-y corner of each flap, and I'm going to cut it down and give it a little bit so I can open up the picture frame. Let's see if that worked. Yes, it did. Very, very simple to do. If it didn't work, you can cut them off. You can use the scissors like that. Like that. Okay, let me just put that back. Okay, so there's our picture frame. And all we're going to do is, I'm just getting my bone folder. Oh, if I can. Now, what's wrong there? There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to go on that frame, and I'm just going to dent it so I can bend it. Now, the paper's pretty thick, that's why I do this. Very simple to do. Last one. Okay. So we're going to bend those pieces of paper. Just do it slowly, you don't have to go mad. There's one. There's two. You can see why your fingers need to be very flexible. To make these things are very fiddly. You can buy them, of course. I mean, this is what I'm doing. I am making them. So I thought if you wanted to make them, they're very simple to make too for yourself. And there's almost one frame there. I'm just going to cut now the picture out along the lines of the cardstock like that. And like that. Okay, I am going to glue them down just to have them shut. You may have to hold it there for a few secs. Next one. Okay, let's do the next one. Last one. Like that. Let me just get a wet wipe. Just want to get that glue off. And my fingers. That glue gets everywhere. Hard to get off. quickly, if you want to get it off quickly. Okay, I'm just going to trim it up. I see there's a slight little overhang there. That's okay, we can do that. And voila. But what I'm going to do is I am going to just use my roller, because everything gets adhered to then very easily. See how it just flattens it all out? It's quite good. I love the rollers. Okay, that was how simple that was. And let's see, let's put a butterfly in it again, because that's what we're using. That's a big butterfly. See, it would look very pretty in there. Let me get another one. How about this colourful little one? See how pretty they can be? I love making those things. So now I've got 3. I probably will make just one more out of something different. But look how pretty they turned out. They're pretty strong too. But they're so sweet to use in your journal. You can buy these wooden die cut ones. Very simple to paint them or to put a bit of paper around them. As I said, go through that same process. Paint them's easy. But I prefer to make handmade paper ones. That's because that's who I am. Right, I was going to show you how to make them, but I can't find where I put them. I put them somewhere. I'll find them though. But they're very simple. You just cut out the back, cut out your flowers, of course, botanical flowers, and then just cut out a back to fit it on. I would just put a name plate. I'll show you the plates that I used. Let me see. Here it is. In this book here. There's some there. I used some very sweet ones. Got lots there though. You could use those ones. I use those little plates. And they are so sweet. So, that's what I used. And then you just get some, you know. So they're good for handmade stuff. Now, I was thinking about, because I've been doing some line drawing, and I will just show you that I drew that on some book page. Now, this book page can be cut out once again. Colour that in if you want with anything. Water paints. I think water paint would be nice on that. And cut it out, back it on some sturdier cardstock, and you've got a little plate to put in your journal, just at the top or just at the bottom, right around it. Or you can leave the whole page like I'm going to. Here's some sort of rose. And same thing with that. I'm going to cut those ones out. And just a cactus. Not very good at cactuses. But anyway, I thought I'd show you how I did this one. This is Lysianthius. And I thought I'd show you how I did that one. So you get some book page. You get a pencil and rubber. Or if you're confident enough, you can use straight away this gel pen. Let me get rid of this. This is all gooey. Okay. So Lysianthius. Let me just write that name down, otherwise I'll forget what it is. Lissy, L-I-S-I-A-N-T-H-U-S. Lysianthius. There we go. So write the name down too, because that would look nice as well with it. And do it around the edges or do it underneath. Do it any way you like that you think it looks nice. I like it on the edges. Okay, so the Lysianthius. Let's start off with a julep cup. So it's just a U with an edge. And then we go 1, 2, 3 and join it up. That's hard to see, so I'm going to use gel pen just so you can see. So I'm going to do a U. Here's a U with some curly bits on the end. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and join it up. Then I'm going to do a smaller one here, another U with a curly end. Go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do another one here. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 little Lisianthuses. Then I'm just going to put a knob on the bottom, like a stem, whatever you call that. So a tiny little half circle on the bottom. Then I'm going to draw the stems off that bottom into something like that, same as that, and then that. So there you've got your 3 Lisianthuses. Then I'm going to put another U shape and another straight line down the middle. So U shape on the bottom there of the plant, or the petals, and then, or a W, but you know, don't curl it, make sure it's flat. And that was it. That's as simple as you can get it. That's line drawing. Okay. Did you want to do that one more time? Okay, I will. I might make it a little bit bigger for you to see. Okay, so we're going to do a U shape with some curly bits on the end. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a smaller one up top. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do one just on the side here. 1, 2, 3. So I've got our 3 little flowers. Then we're going to put a bottom on them. Half semicircle on the bottom of them, like that. Then we're going to put the long stems on them, like that. Then we're going to do a W, but sharp W's like that. So you get 3 lines. And that was it. That was very simple to do. Now, as I said, you can paint that with some water paints, which I'm going to get. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I've got these, ooh, what are these? Crayonals, twistables. Nick stick. No, I can't read it. I'll have to be right back. I've just got the postie at the door. Hang on. Okay, I'm back, and I have just coloured in my Lisianthuses. I just did something like that. Nothing flash, but it looks very, very hand-drawn, handmade. It looks really, really homey. I love this effect. So what am I doing here is I'm painting another Lisianthus, because I did the other one off camera. And I'm using the crayons with a bit of a water pen, one of these pens, and I'm colouring in the Lisianthus with a bit of yellow. I'm not sure if that's the right colour. Maybe I should have looked it up, but you know, you can paint anything, any colour you feel like it. I like the yellow. Okay, you can use whatever you want on these gel pens if you want. I am going to use a gel pen on this and outline it. This one here. It's already got the gel pens, but maybe a yellow gel pen. You can go around that, or a black. Okay, so have I got all that? Okay, I'll just get a wet wipe. Just gonna wipe off my water pen. Okay, let's use a green this time. I used a brown on the other, but let's use green on these beautiful stems. Okay, we've done that. Okay, now I can use a brown. Let me just see if I've got enough brown here. I probably have. And I'm just going to do inside there, and I might just do the bit on the bottom. Okay, a bit like that. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll just wipe this. Now, I like to use a bit of colour, so I'm going to use a orange. Here's my plate. All I did was colour in a little bit of crayon, and then I've added a tap of water from this. And we can do a bit of that. Just give it some ground colour. Oops, it's running away. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So that was nice. I enjoyed doing that. So that's very simple to do on your book pages. Just do some line drawing. And practice your line drawing. And let me just see these. There's another one, different. We'll get that to colour that one in as well. And we've got our cactus. And we've got our little roses here. Let me just get this rose here, for instance. Let's just have a look at this rose. I'm just going to pull off my lithianthus. Let's put the rose here. Let's just do the rose. I'm just going to see if I've got red, and I have. And I'm going to colour that on my plate. Excuse me. Oh, shocking. Sneezing, colds, flu. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's do our rose. Okay, so I've done our rose. Let's do our stem. Okay, so I've done that. Then let's do our leaves. like that. Now, what that needs is a tiny bit of white, I think. Let me see if I've got some white. Yes, I have. And I'll put that back on my plate. Let's get some white going. Oops, that's a bit dirty. Let's see if we can get the white out of it. Okay, so I've got a tiny bit of white there. Not much. Okay, so that's what we've got. Just a tiny little rose. Now I would blow over that. I'm just going to blow it. Right. So I'm going to fold that over. So I'm going to use some glue. In actual fact, you could make this into a booklet, or you can fold it over and strengthen the paper, and I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll strengthen it by putting some glue on it. Okay. So there we go. Just going to put it there, and I am going to roll it. There we go. So we can just fit that into our journal as well, and I am going to. Let me see if we can see it. It's a bit messy. Yes, up close it looks shocking. But you can get a white gel pen and go around it. I'm just going to see if I've got one. I haven't been able to find mine for a while. Some of them aren't working as good as they used to. Let me just see. Let's see if this one works. Oh, it might. Okay, let's have a go. I think the paint's still wet, so if I tried the paint, it should work. Maybe the pen's not working. No, it's not. Let's see if I can find another one. Really can't find one. Let me just see if this works. No, that's not working either. I'll have to wait till I get another one. Let me just see. This should work. It's full. I don't understand it not working. Ah, there we go. It's not working too well on that paper. I'll leave that out so I can check it out later. Anyway, I've wrecked it, but I'm going to do another one. Sort of wrecked it, but we can do another one. Just get that gel pen again. I use the black gel pen to go around it. looks quite nice now. So I'm going to use that as well. So I showed you how to do those little, what do you call them, photo frames. They're not perfect, but they're good. I like them. They're very, very sweet. In your journals, I love them. You can get some line drawing on your text, on your book pages, and you can draw something. You can cut out these and put them on some backing paper, and I've edged them actually. I've browned the edges up. They look really rather sweet and nice. I like them, and I put some nameplates on them. And we did our line drawing, of course, here. So I will colour all of them in and use them. There's no use not using them. So just practice your line drawing on some book pages or anything, any paper, any coloured paper you don't like. You could do that, some line drawing. So there's my Lysianthus. Okay, so until I see you next time, bye for now, everyone.